see if it kicks in. Third time lucky, maybe? So, yes. Oh, oh, oh. Is it going to behave? Is it going to behave? Yay! We're connected over on YouTube as well. There we go, cool. Finally. Took its sweet time about it, that's for sure. So yeah, I've added in rice saplings, bale wrap, which I'm gonna have to buy a few pallets and test that in a minute. So that goes in there fine. I do want to do a quick test on the other side for a spotting. Now the only thing is with the bale wrap, the initial where I had it is it was throwing off warnings for the spawn trigger. Don't know why. Go figure. And Mr. Viking is lurking. Thank you very much, buddy. About 95% done with it, and then some test. Yeah, cool. Cool. And I take it you got that little thing sorted out that we were talking about this morning. Right, let's clear a little bit of this area first. So I need to just double check to make sure everything is spawning out accordingly. The joys of having snow. I should really get a snowblower, shouldn't I, at some point? As I can put it into my little silo. Yay! Hey, Papa55 Cat, how you doing, buddy? Right, so let's bring this over here and we'll see if we can get a couple of those rice saplings at least to spawn. There's plenty. Oh, yeah, here. Let me turn that off. Yeah, I was flying around taking some pictures. Oops, wrong way. Just to add into my starting screen. So, right, let's see. So there is obviously the bale wrap, which has now been added. I just got to get some pallets to test that first of all. And rice saplings are rice. It's here somewhere. Right, I've got it on dispute, so that won't stop it. Store that do. And hopefully one. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. That's good. That works. Good. Glad for that. Glad. Right then. Sweet. Cool. So yeah, that can at least have a nice storage built up of rice saplings when it comes time to get them planted. Right, let's get that set back to distribute to stop them from spawning out. There we are. Come on in. There we go. Let's go pop you back in. Cool. So that is test 1 done. So that's kind of cool. I was late, went to sleep. We'll finish that on. Alright then, cool, yeah. Cool. But yeah, if you actually one little thing as well, Mr. Timo. Yeah, if you delete something from the i3D, always check in the XML that it's not being called. If it is, obviously you're gonna have to delete that from the XML as well. Yeah, just one of those little things to kind of remember. So if you have multiple level areas, for example, and you create just one, make sure to delete it, all the additional ones, and also make sure that at the bottom in the i3D pathing that it's numbered correctly as well with regards to the i3D, so it knows where it's showing. Hey PJ, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome in. And let's give PJ a shout out as well. There we go. If you guys are not following PJ, make sure to click on the link, give her a follow. She's also playing this map and doing a bang up job of it. I love it. Got a very positive attitude on everything, I will say. So yeah, definitely check her out if you haven't already. Right, so bale wrap. So I do need to purchase some. Let's see, bale wrap, and then we can get into going around finding some other stuff. Bale wrap. So it's gonna be this one. I'm hoping this is gonna work. Now, the only issue is one. I'm not sure if it's going to spawn out correctly. But as a backup, I do have something else already in place, so we'll find out. We shall find out in just a sec. Let's stop you there, we'll get you loaded up. Just try to figure out all these little bits and pieces, that's the problem. But the nice thing is, once they're in, and then, yay, there we go. It is what it is. Is it just me, or does the game sound really... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, my game sounds really quiet in my headset. My volume button was placed down low. Hey, Vortex, how you doing, buddy? S why do I hear... Why do I hear somebody else coming through my headset? One sec. I have interest. Are you guys hearing somebody else? Yeah. Um, I just noticed that. This oh. Where the heck's that coming from then? There's YouTube. There's that. That. See, I can hear Coffee Man. One sec. Let me close my phone down a sec on Twitch. It might be that. I've had that once before. It was weird. It really, really is. It's weird. Every now and again, my phone will be playing another person's stream at the same time as mine when I'm streaming. It's weird. It comes through, and obviously that was Coffee Man 101. Obviously I know he's live over there at the minute doing his thing. Let's try and refresh that. It might not have cleared properly. Okay, I think that's done it. The joys of streaming, peeps. The joys of streaming. Right then. Yes, I don't know. I heard. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for the pipes falling. By the way, there, much appreciated, Tony Trucker. I hear DJ go ham. I'm watching his new the news about the TLX. Oh right, okay. Is that coming very soon? Is it T Miller? But yeah, that's weird. That was very weird. Yeah, I was actually watching a little bit of Coffee Man earlier before I went live, and yeah, for some weird reason it just didn't pick up that I had changed the stream, I guess. Go figure. Right then, let's see if this is going to work. I don't hear him now, so that's good. Right, so they are in. The trigger took them fine, so that is a good sign. So this is kind of a bit of a testing thing to start off with. Farmer Marks, thank you for the 125 bits. Much appreciated. Oh, I feel special now. Well, thank you. Right then, so... I don't think I put them on... And Psychosis 101, welcome in and thank you very much as well for popping in. Much appreciated. Let's see... Okay, so it is on storing. Let's just check. Bale wrap. So this says I've got 320 litres. I think it's because of the 1,000 part. That might not spawn. If it did spawn, it's gone straight through. However, let's go grab a few more just to fill it right up. This is the not so joyful part of trying to test things. It's annoying at times when these things don't work quite right. However, yeah, obviously there is a loading trigger there as well for liquids. So if you wanted to store milk in there, you could do stuff like that. Obviously, I've added that in to the same trigger. So, Uncle Henry, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Long time no see. Right, so let's grab another 8 because I'm kind of curious because these are funny. These things are. They don't work properly, in my opinion, capacity-wise. We'll grab a couple of them. But technically if there's a full pallet's worth in there, it should take. It's weird. But yeah, how you doing, sir? Long time. Actually, to be on long time was like what PJ's last stream. Right. Actually, PJ, just you might not realise, but Uncle Henry actually used to play PV maps regularly. I remember him on PV County a long, long time ago. Ooh, nice treasure chest. Sweet. There we go. Let's try that. So 640, that says. I think the wow, someone's got a nice treasure chest there. Sweet. Right, let's come down this way. I'm wondering if it's where it has to be like 1,000. It shouldn't do. But yeah, this is one of the things I hate about Giant's pallets. They're a pain at times. But if it doesn't do the spawning side of things, there, like I said, there is a backup where you can actually drive a baler straight into the trigger for these and directly fill. Come on. God, this thing struggles on snow. Yes, he did. I remember, actually, there was one section in the, kind of like the mining area where you'd sort of drive through on PV County. If I remember rightly, he plowed up that entire area and planted, I think it was lavender, and it actually looked quite pretty, to be honest. But yeah. He has been around the community for quite some time. That is for definite. Right, let's see. So nothing spawning out. Okay. Let's go grab a baler. Obviously, it's up to you now. Either that or I have to look at how Boomhauer has set up his storage, because I'm pretty sure that his takes bale wrap as well and spawns out. So, right, I did a lot of field art with various crop colours. Yeah, but that was an amazing map to play around on. That's for sure. I miss it. I really do. Oh, I don't know. Right, so we're gonna go grab a tractor and a baler, and I want to see if I can do it so it directly fills a baler. So that's what we're going to do now. Having a problem with my home depot. Anytime I try and drop something from an unload trailer, it says the unload area is blocked. Any ideas? Really? I haven't had any issues in a long time with that. In all honesty, not really at the minute. Let's think. Blocked area. Oh, cripes, that's too high. Why would you get a blocked area for? There's the baler I want there. The only thing I can think of possibly is, and I hate saying this, a mod conflict. Yeah, obviously there is some mods that could cause issues. Obviously check your log, for example. Look for errors. Warning, well, errors particularly, especially lower call stack errors. They're the biggest pain in the bum behind on in this game. So check that first of all. But what I could do, if I've got anything that I can sell there, I could do a quick test in a little while. Once I've done this. Bale wrap there. I think you're getting low if I remember rightly. Bale wrap 0. Okay. Cool. Okay, 2. Let's go check this out. So obviously bale wrap's the one I've been having issues with, so let's give this a try. Actually terraformed my own. Yeah. You snow plow, that's too easy. Or I should say that's too hard. uh, maybe driving into the unlocked zone? Yeah, like hey Impact. Yeah, obviously one thing is obviously rather than driving directly onto the trigger, go to the side of it. But yeah, we'll do a little test in a minute and see how we get on. But how is Mr. Impact 7 doing? I'll give you a nice little shout out. And actually, I know he streams from time to time, so we're going to give Mr. Uncle Henry a shout out as well. Work, work, work. Oh, no, don't swear. Don't swear. No, not the W word. uh, right, yeah, so if my theory is right, there is a second trigger, obviously, here for filling up your liquid. This should... Yep, start filling. R key. Start. Bump. It works. That works. Okay. Um. Oh, you're fine. So if that's alright with you guys, I'll probably leave it that way. That'll also save you having to spawn pallets out, and obviously any part pallets that you do have left over could technically just go straight in and be filled up direct from Barrow Logistics. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't know. Maybe it needs a different type of bale trigger? Or pallet trigger or something? I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, you're very, very welcome, Mr. Henry. Gosh darn it, that is loud. The worst thing is I get it in 2 ears, both my ears. Because obviously, first it comes through on the stream through my left ear, but then obviously where I'm listening to my stream on my phone, that's connected to my earbud, which is in my right ear. I get it twice on a delay, it's not good. But yeah. Oh, while I think about it, so you just had a tornado, got 2 more in the next 3 months. Went across to your fields. Holy cripes! Blimey! I haven't had a single one yet, and I'm now up to year 5. This is the beginning of my year 5 in game, and I have not had a tornado yet. I am starting to feel like this game does not like me. So... Oh, it is what it is. Anyway, let's see. Let's get my truck. So that is good. I'm happy with that. At least you can fill up without having any partial pallets laying around. But what I will do is look at how Boomhauer's got his setup for this. It's kind of weird. Anywho, so rice saplings are in there, which is good. Everything from Heartland Bread is now in there, and the flour factory. Now, here we go. Let's see if we've got any more pallets. I did come through earlier and clear out a whole lot of pallets from here. I did like 4 deliveries, or 4 pickups and drop off. We've got some more already. So if you guys haven't seen these new pallets, they're a little bit different to the 22 ones. So the only thing I will probably do is maybe put the HUD icon as a decal on the ground so you know what is coming out of each. But so far, so we do have a barley flour. Very simple. Thankfully, we do have some cornmeal coming out here now in the next spawn area. Moving on to the next 2, we got oat flour. We have some potato starch. I just changed the name and the colour to differentiate them. Obviously, good old rice flour, which is obviously the base game flour palette, and obviously the sorghum flour, slightly bit more grey compared to the normal flour palette. And then obviously right at the end here we have the premium quality base game flour. So obviously that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 7, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so 7 flowers coming out of this place. Obviously, I did go through. I've added a little smoke coming out of the chimneys. I decided to leave these ones alone because they're, I suppose, more for air vents. I am considering looking at these little fans, see if I can get them replaced, and maybe add in some of the like 25 ones just as a visual. So that is doing well. I do have my little truck over here. So over here, obviously, we've got all the breads now starting to spawn out. So I wanted to make sure that they're all working before I did anything. It's fine. So if you haven't seen these before, we have obviously our alt bread, our normal breads in there. Coming along, we have corn bread coming out of here. We have the cranberry rice bread. We have potato bread. Organic. Yeah, with all this bread, that is definitely what you're going to be end up doing. And how you doing there? Not. I can never pronounce your name. How you doing, buddy? Anyway. And finally, gluten-free. Now, obviously, there is a spawn here as well, which will be for your cakes. And if you can see it in the bottom right corner there, I've also added in a chocolate cake. So yeah. So chocolate cake right there. What you're going to need for your chocolate cake. So flour, brown sugar, molasses, cocoa powder, or cocoa I should say, milk, eggs, butter and strawberries. Strawberries are more for the topping, but it's there. I might take the strawberries off actually, I don't know, but I kind of like it how it is. So yeah, one thing I did do and was able to do is when these pallets spawn out, the cake palette will look like the FS22 cake that we had back then with the white icing and everything to kind of marry in more with the image. Now the FS25 cake palette, which is more of a chocolate looking cake, will be coming from this, but they're obviously named correctly. So yeah, I've done a test on my test map, works fine, looks great. In actual fact, what I can do, if I go to my desktop, I can actually show you. Mr. Coffee Man raiding with a party of 2. Welcome in, Mr. Coffee Man. How you doing? How was the stream, sir? Let me just bring this up. Where the heck are you? Screenshots there. And that palette there. Hey, Mamadou. How you doing, my dear? I seen you were live finally yesterday. And there is a shout out for Coffee Man 101. If you're not following him, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow, guys. He is a pretty decent streamer, I will say. He's getting there. He really is. I'll just give Mr. Mamadou a shout out as well. Yeah, so yeah, in case you missed it, Mamadou. Obviously the mod folder switcher is now updated to update 9. If you're not sure what update you're on, I think it's actually 8 or 9 you should be there. Obviously everything is on DashNet's Trello. Now obviously I've already made a start on work the update 10 stuff. So things that are coming for you guys just joining. First things first is the large grain mill, flour factory from Canyon Crossing is back. If you're not sure which one I'm on about, I'll pop over here. I'm going to go into flight mode. It's this beast of a grain mill. Obviously, you've got your unload area right there, and the pallet spawning around here. Obviously, this is going to be adding in barley flour, sorghum flour, potato starch, cornmeal, stuff like that. Obviously, you do also get flour and obviously rice flour out of this as well. Cool. So this is actually I'm kind of testing it so far. No problems. I'm just tweaking things here, but overall, I'm kind of happy with the amount that is pumping out. In addition, to double up with it, we do have Heartland bread back as well. And obviously this is going to be coming with the next update. So yeah, this is what I'm currently showing off at the moment. So we're getting all the pallets spawning out the front, which I can now get cleared and probably set these on distribute to make sure that they are working fine. Let me turn this off a sec. But yeah, like I was saying, cakes and chocolate cake will be coming out of here. So this is going to be your standard cake. Oh, go away you. So this little white one, same as what the 22 version was. And obviously the 25 one is this one, which I've renamed as chocolate cake. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, obviously they will then spawn out. Obviously at the front, just in front of the gluten-free ones at the end there. So nice. And obviously it gives a use for like brown sugar, molasses as well. Obviously I think it was cornbread. On the last stream we did add molasses into it. I haven't had a chance to look at any of the others, but I might just leave these as they are. I might put maybe some molasses into the cranberry rice bread. I'll have to have a look at recipes. But yeah, with this one, obviously flour, brown sugar, molasses, cocoa powder, which obviously comes out of Borden dairy. So if you haven't got any stored up, you might want to get that activated. Out of interest. Okay, so I must be getting some distributed over here. I only literally activated some this afternoon. And yeah, it's already started producing some and brought some over. Cool. Milk, eggs, butter, and obviously the strawberries are primarily just for decorations. I even might even lower that number. So I'm kind of happy with that. I might just tweak some of these recipes, see if we can get some other products into them, like molasses mainly, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. No, I haven't spoken to Darius yet about it. So yes. Hey, Ambush Mum, how you doing? I, you sneaky little so and so. You sneaking in, you are. Let me get back to my game screen. There we go. And let's give. Where is she? There. There you go, guys. If you're not following Ambush Mum, make sure to click on her link, give her a follow. So yes. There we go, there we go. Hopefully your troubles will soon disappear. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad there, Mamadou. Thanks very much. And obviously Coffman says he had a good stream. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, I'm busy doing a little bit of this, that and the other. So that is what I got up to so far. I think I'm going to, yeah, just going to tweak a few more of these and it's probably going to be about it for Heartland Bread. I'm still keeping an eye on some of this because I'm still missing some bacon. I need to get some pigs to the butchers at some point. Now, is there anything that doesn't need bacon that I can get this lot going? Yes, I can distribute that, but we can activate you. We can activate you. We can activate you. Okay, so it's just in the white cheddar. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So that should at least start kicking that off. Let's think, let's think, let's think. What else have we got? Distribute. That's on distribute. That's fine. Cool. Okay. So yeah, let's go get this lot put. Oh, actually, I wonder if this is up for sale yet. Now, one thing I did do as well before I went live today is I did sell a lot of wood chips. So hence why I'm quite high up. I ended up having enough to obviously purchase Campbell's, so I'll be able to start getting into doing some of that at some point. And I've still got about 6 million left over. So yeah, it's great fun. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Right. I want to look at breads. Um. Well, breads. See, this is probably the easiest way of doing it. January. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to get sold. I can't remember what month we. I'm sure we had breads. Yep, in January it is. Okay, at the farmer's market. Okay. It's not going to be too much, so I'm going to just save this lot up for the minute. TLX and Global Transport Pallet are in console testing. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Actually, one thing I will do is I'm going to set these breads now on to distribute. I just need to keep the cakes active to make sure that they spawn out properly. They were all of fine on my test map, but you never know. There we go. Oh, there we go. But yeah, big thanks once again to Green Thumb Farmer for his help with these pallets. Obviously, I kind of wanted them to kind of marry more into the 25 one, so he was able to go in, remove the visuals of the breads actually in the trays themselves, so I could get mine in there, or ours in there, so that's good. But yeah, just got to wait on those cakes to spawn out to show you guys it properly. FYI, sawmill won't load resin, and when is the spawn area? So the spawn area for that has been removed there, Papa 55 can. Obviously, if you've got a tanker, you will need to go around the side of it and get it from there. But yeah, we'll do a little test in a minute. I'll pop over there in just a sec. Yes. Well, well. Let's put it this way. I ran through pretty much December. Obviously, I kept an eye on my animals, made sure they were fine. But I literally went right through December completely without doing any work. And obviously, when I got into the beginning of January, I had at least 4 to 5 trailer loads of this thing, double stacked, was about 62, 64 pallets in total on here. Um, yeah, that's just in 1 month, so it's not going to be an issue. And that's obviously combined. So yeah, but yeah, Papa 55 can. So let's go over to the Elm Creek sawmill to show you what's going on in case you missed it. Obviously, this was done in the last update. So why are you not letting me use that one there? So yeah, oh cripes, this is clever, isn't it? Right, let's just clear a little bit of area. So obviously, like in 22, this little area does still have the fill trigger for the resin. Obviously, with the resin not spawning out, it's a bit of a pain. Not spawning out, distributing, it's a pain. But there we go. That'll help a little bit. But yeah, obviously I did remove the spawn area for the resin, so the only thing you should get out of here now is wood products. But yeah, if you want to get resin out of this, obviously like I said, you need a tanker. You'll need to come over to this area right here by the side door and fill there. Obviously, if you don't have a trailer that shows the resin, obviously one on my Trello works. But I'm pretty sure people like Green Thumb Farmer may have one. Hey, Seven Game Matt, by the way, over on YouTube. What else was it? Oh yeah, on my Trello I have a tanker. Viking Streaming, I believe, has a trailer. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, on my Trello you should see obviously the small tanker, as well as I did post, was it last week or the week, a couple of weeks ago? This guy is up there now. I only have it going up to 64,000 litres. I didn't want to go too over the top this time yet, so you can use that if you wanted to. Or you could use my little Abbey as well. But anything that's set up to fill from the categories will work. You literally just have to look at the bottom here, and obviously there, right there, is the resin. So yeah. Yeah, that's what that's for. That's for getting your resin out. And obviously with the main sawmill, if you were not aware, resin spawning and wood chips were removed from spawning in this one as well. Obviously I know PJ doesn't have this one, so she'll be fine, but anybody else who may have missed it in the last update, this sawmill also got an update. Obviously the trigger over here will now output your wood chips. Actually it might have been the one before. And then around the side here, where this little tank is, this is where your resin will be coming out now. Hopefully you shouldn't get any pallet spawning for either of them now. But that should help you guys out a little bit. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. It really, really is terrible. But yeah, I missed that notification. But it is spawning barrels of resin still. I just can't pick them up. You should be able to. I haven't had a single barrel spawned out from any of them. And obviously these triggers are actually limited to specific products spawning, so you shouldn't be getting any additional things coming out of there. Obviously right now I've got 7,000 litres, so what it could be, what you might need to do, Papa, if you're still getting resin pallets spawning out, is one thing to try and do is delete the sawmill from your mod folder and get an updated version. What I could always do is send you one later on to test out. I'll send you the one that I've got myself. I could probably upload it right now, actually, thinking about it. Oop, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, all of these triggers are actually now limited to particular products. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you were realised, Val Kilmer passed away on Monday. We found out this morning. It's like, what? No! The Iceman is gone. It's not good. Not good at all. He will be missed, that is for sure. So let me come into my folder a sec. Let me find the sawmill. Sawmill. Yeah, every now and again, one thing I have... Actually, if you've got the mod full switcher, you can always run that again as well. And that will do it. Let me put that up to here. Oh. Right, that's uploading. Give me just a sec, Papa, and I will send that to you in a whisper. But yeah, you should now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spawn areas for pallets. Obviously, the resin has been removed completely. And then go around the side is where you'll get it. Actually, I could get a tanker if I really wanted to show it off properly. I could do getting that distributing as well. Where is that gone? Sawmill. Come on, I know you're here somewhere. Let's do it that way. Refinery. I just uploaded it. Where the heck are you? Oh, they've changed things on here. What the heck? There it is. I see it. I see it. I'm going blind me old age. Right, share with anyone. Copy done. And what I'll do, Papa55 can, is I'll send you this one in Discord, if I can find Discord. There it is. But yeah, what you could do is just go into your mod folder, find fs25 underscore sawmill, and you could delete it from there. And then replace it with the one I've just sent you. And regarding the warnings, by the way, I've totally forgot to message you back about it. Don't worry about them. I get them as well from time to time. There we go. Go. Cool. Right then. So we wanted to have a little look at products not being able to sold. Now, obviously, one thing is if you got if you're still out there, if you've got snow on the ground, that could block the trigger as well, guys. Just bear that one in mind. But let's have a look. I think I should have some products I can take over there in storage. Obviously, now that I've got all my bridges built, I should be good to go. Oh, heck. Oh, yep, the bread is working. That's good. I better get them in to distribute, hadn't I, for the minute. Keep them in here. Right, so... Hey there, Deaf Gamer. How you doing, sir? Welcome in. Right, so barley flour right there. We're going to keep that on distributing. Got to try and find everything now. Right, I could probably... Let's have a look. Test with some... Oh, yeah. 220... Oh, geez, yeah. We're going to set that to storing, and we'll take some of that over to be sold. Breads and flowers. Bread and flour, bread and flour. Just give me a sec, guys. That could be there, there, there. Oh, Mamadou. Before I forget, you said something about did Billy fix the storage? Kind of curious what you were on about. I forgot to ask there. If you're still out there, sweetheart. Okay, on my coffee break. Can you go over what I missed so far? You haven't missed much, actually, to be honest, Green Thumb. I'm just testing and trying to figure a few things out. Distribute that, distribute that. But yeah, this is the only downside to this is obviously you have to go through, set things to distribute rather than spawning. Distribute. But yeah, you can put a lot of liquids and stuff into here as well. Rice saplings are in here now. Yay! Getting there. Distribute. I think that is all of them. We'll find out soon enough. Here we go. Alrighty. Barrel logistics gives you a lot of single pallets? Well, I hope so. That's how it is. Obviously, which version do you have placed down there, Mamadou, by the way? Because obviously I did do a update. By the way, thank you very much for that, Simon and Garfunkel. Hello, Darkness. There's going to be another one that gets blocked on YouTube. Great. You have the first one? Okay, so yeah, with that one, yeah, because the way the Giants set theirs up, it's a pain. It doesn't combine those partial pallets. What you can do, however, there is now a second one in there that's set up like a production, so kind of like the same sort of way as it was in 22. If I come into here, obviously this was what I put out a couple of updates ago. If we come into here under construction, under silos, if we scroll down to the bottom, obviously you'll have this one, which is basically the one that you have. But right next to it, you now have this one right here, and as you see at the bottom there, it has all of the products listed that goes into it. There's actually over 230 products, I think it was, I last counted in here. So yeah, a heck of a lot goes into this thing, and it's still taking more and more and more. So what you could technically do is maybe empty out what you've got, or just sell the whole lot if you wanted to. Delete the building that was originally here. All you need to do is click on it, click on the sell. Now you may not necessarily, if you're going to sell it straight as it's full, you might not get what is back. So you may want to take some of the products out first, and then put this one down um, in the same place. That's basically what I was able to do. There is a tiny little spot that I was able to get it in. So yeah, where do I find the butcher add-on? That should be under your factories, and if you scroll down, you should see that right there, butcher shop add-on. So obviously for me, it's right next to my brewery. Obviously, like I said, I have created a second trigger. I do need to update this image actually, where you can put one of these little, the same triggers. Obviously this is going to become the next update, so I'm sorry. I should have done it while I was doing this one. But yeah, this is going to be for the gold master, so you can distribute your gold flakes straight to either crystal steel factory or the blacksmith. But yeah, I need to update that just to get that working. But yeah, that's what I would recommend doing, Mamadou. Try and clear out what you've currently got in storage. If there's anything there that you're not too worried about, is maybe just sell the whole thing. That's why I was kind of holding off and holding off and holding off.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
I'm trying. Psychosis. Yeah, that's why I was holding off purchasing Bowers until this had been set up. Concrete, wasn't it? Concrete or cement? I can never remember. Cement, that one. Right. But it's, yeah, at the minute it's only this side set up. One of the things I do want to sit down and do is see if I can set it up in the same sort of way as the 22, where you have your final products coming out of this side, and maybe stuff that goes into another factory, so your flowers, stuff from your orchards come out of this side type thing, and your building materials. But let's go do a quick test to make sure it's working. So we've got some cement bags. These are going to go hopefully into Home Depot. Actually, one thing I do want to... Oh! For anybody... I don't know. Has the front 3-point connector been released yet? Does anybody know? On the in-game mod hub. I've used it previously with this particular truck, where I could connect it onto the front and then have something else in front, like a snow blower, for example. That would be kind of cool. Oh, hello, we've got some pallets spawning out there. I must have missed a couple. It has. Okay, I'm going to have to grab that. I will have to see if I can grab that. But yes, the farm looks great. I love winter, I really do. One of the man trucks has already built. Really? Okay. I might have to grab that one just for doing like snow or maybe mining or something. Let's see, we're coming to here. But yeah. Obviously, the other option I could have done is grabbed my trailer. Papa 55 can. Thank you for your resub, and also Psychosis. Thank you for the gifted sub to Papa 55 can. Much appreciated. Thank you. You're awesome. You know that. Right. I need to come across here. There. We'll come into here now. I'm going to do a little bit of a test. So I know previously if the trigger was blocked with like snow or something, products shouldn't be able to be sold without having to clear it. I'm wondering if that's still the same issue. Obviously, if you've had snow on your save game and it's not really fully cleared, as it were, it may block the trigger. So let's go have a little look. Another thing as well I want to look into is why these tracks don't have a collision and yet the ones by the sawmill do. So yeah, let's have a little look. F5. Okay, so I'm looking right there. There's a huge trigger. I'm kind of curious, why is a trigger there and a trigger there? Now also another thing as well, just, oh heck, was it Psychosis? Was it you? You mentioned you were having the one with Home Depot issues. Another thing is check that Home Depot takes that actual product. Yep. Okay, so it's taking it straight from me. Okay. So you should be able to, if you're taking a palleted product there, you should be good to literally drive straight through the trigger like I just did. So yeah, it works perfectly fine for me. And just to confirm, the trigger is literally right there. Okay, I'm kind of curious what other trigger is there. I'll have to have a look. Now this is the only problem with this. I might have to wait till the snow goes to sort this out. Dang it. There we go. Oh, some of it's going. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we are. Yeah, so that's definitely working for me anyway. So yeah, obviously if the trigger isn't working, then possibly there's something else going on in your log. So check that out. So, quick question about the steel mill. It takes more needs. What? Takes more needs one more production to make the stuff. But the cycles and outputs are the same as the blacksmith. Yep. That's more of a statement than rather than a question, unless I've missed something. That's pretty much how it was set up in 22 by Mr. Dave, so I've left it exactly the same way. Obviously, back then we did have the boosters, master boosters, to really crank up the productions over there. So shouldn't do more faster. Well, yeah, obviously I didn't reset it up, so yeah, it was Mr. Dave. In my opinion, this is my opinion, just mine. I would have had it going a little bit faster, but yeah, obviously the big difference is one's shared through, one isn't. So yeah, that's the big difference. Like yeah, like Green Thumb says there. Right, so I can set you to distribute. You can go over. Same with that. Well, actually, to be honest, no. What I would have had is maybe the blacksmith half as much as the steel factory producing wise, and do it that way. So basically, what I've done, same with the flour mill here and Heartland Bread, is I've taken the base game numbers and doubled it, and that's kind of what I would have done with the blacksmith and the steel factory. So set it up is a lower amount with the blacksmith, and then maybe have it doubled with the big steel mill. Who knows? I might, as I've got a little bit of giveaway, I might go in and lower, like the blacksmith maybe, or up the steel mill a little bit. But to be honest, once you build the bridges and all that, there's not a lot else you could do at the minute. So obviously I'm just storing up a lot of the products myself. So there's that, there's that. So yeah, it doesn't make a difference to me cost wise and sound. Yeah. Yeah, I might have a look into the blacksmith and maybe drop it down a bit. Mm. Yeah, that's true as well. Indeed. So yeah, the share the production lines, share the cycles, and then yeah, obviously it takes that little bit longer to produce a pallet. So yeah, it's a weird thing. I I still struggle to understand half of it. Have you thought of working on a sugar beet harvester like your potato harvester? In all honesty, Tony Truck, no, because I already have a sugar beet harvester out there. It's the pull behind jobby. Obviously, you do have to go through and top first with it. I like the little pull behinds. But yeah, that's done. That's done. What did I want planks and boards for? Oh yes, the barrel. That's what it was. How do you know if it's shared or not? Oh, in here you don't really. Yeah, that is one thing that it doesn't really state in here, is whether it's shared through or not. That's the big problem. Obviously, you have to go into the XML and find it. Obviously, a lot of the giant stuff is shared through or is not shared through. So, yeah. It confuses me at times. I just like to set up how giants have it, in all honesty. uh, but anywho. Right, yeah, yeah, barrels, that's what I needed. Barrels, barrels, barrels. Let's see. Ooh, that's another thing as well I need to clear up is I've got some drywall pallets. Let me see something a sec. How do you can get the black box off? Look in Discord, Coffee Man. I did message you about that earlier. Cooperage, isn't it? Cooperage, Cooperage, Cooperage. Cooper, there. Planks and long planks. Okay, okay, so it is pumping away, okay. Interesting. Obviously, I want to get, trying to get the wine up and running, and it's, taking forever. But it looks like the planks and that are actually distributing over there. I guess filling up the sawmill the other day helps. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, the one in game is 4 million to buy last lot. There is no in-game blacksmith or anything for doing that sort of stuff. Which one are you on about, Mr. Dead Soul? Ah, the steel factory, yeah. You got me confuzzled there for a minute. It lasted longer, yeah. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Isn't that a good thing? Try not to think too hard about it, personally. Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, the blacksmith is only meant to be really for a short-term basis till you got enough to go through and get the big steel factory. See, you're confuzzling me now. But yeah, I tend to stay away from trying to set things up, because from personal experience in the past, Mr. Dave always comes through and redoes the whole friggin' lot. So yeah, obviously, while I've got a little bit of play, I suppose, yeah, enjoy it while you guys can, because I'm sure once Mr. Dave gets back to doing the modding side of things, it'll all be nerfed anyway. Anyway, let's grab this lot. We'll go put this away, and we'll get this set up. I kind of had these just spawning for the barrel factory, but it looks like it's actually now going over there quite nicely. My pallet factory's been doing far too much. There we go. Do you have the pastry factory from FS19 converted to 22? No, I don't, T Miller. I did make a start on doing it, but I had humongous issues with the silos. With that factory. So I ended up just giving up on it. There we go. Now, while I'm here, might as well show you guys. So yeah, with the resin. Let me back this up. Now, red and green should never be seen except for on top of an Irish queen. Really? Well, I'm going to say I'm a Scottish queen. Ah, only kidding. So, firstly, with this sawmill, which is the EC sawmill, or Elm Creek sawmill, like I said, drive around the side here. Let me hit the old F1. And straight away, you can see right there, start filling your key, and you can start filling resin directly into a tanker from there. I have tried to just convert our old PV tanker, and I'm having too many issues with it. I've even reached out to Mr. Fummins and Green Thumb Farmer to see if they had any ideas, and yeah, it's yeah, not good. That's all I can say. I got a feeling it's going to need a complete overhaul of certain parts in there. Oops. I would love to just take one of the modern ones and add a decal onto that, but that is something beyond my capabilities at the minute for each of the different factories. And as I said, yeah, just pull up next to this tanker here, hit the old R key. Ooh, got quite a few in there. And you can start filling direct from there. So, yeah. The pallet storage area is built block by block in the... Yep! Like a lot of factories. And you'll need to add a collision onto every single block. It is a nightmare, it really, really is. However, I have come up with a workaround for that, actually. Yeah. Well, actually, two workarounds. But I'd have to get into Discord with you to explain it to you, Miller. Did you see what I sent you? Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really interested in adding in too many products like muffins into Heartland bread at the minute. Obviously, at some point, I do want to look into obviously contacting Mr. Darius to see if he's going to be converting over his donut factory. If not, I wouldn't mind giving that a go myself. But yeah, obviously we've got Heartland bread pretty much where it is, I think. we've got quite a few breads coming out there. You've got the 2 cakes as well now coming out of that. So I think overall that is fine where it is. Also, we can always add in more later on if need be. What else is there? Also, we've got the flour factory now, so that's fine. But yeah, I know obviously Mr. T Miller wants to attack the pastry factory, but yeah, yeah, those silos on the side. For me, when I try, oh, I just realised this, the snow's gone. Wow. The what was I going to say? Yeah, the silos on the side. If they come through black, they're going to need a lot of work. It's up to you. You could always reach out to maybe Green Thumb and see if he would be able to try and figure something out. Also, I know. Let's see. Borden Dairy had ones similar to that on the side of it. I ended up actually deleting them and then using one of the base game silos and replaced them with that. Oh no, that's fine. That's cool, Coffee Man. That's fine. It's fine. It may be something that come up in the future. You never know. Coffee Man's muffins. So yeah, you never know. Oh, I missed a bread there. You can always tell when a pallet isn't set to distribute because it'll spawn back out. But yes, there we go. So that is fine. I'm happy with that actually. As long as I don't get any more snow between now and February or March, I think it is, for cotton planting. Because yeah, that would really suck. Actually, one thing I should start doing really is start getting things into like the temple and into the grain mill elevator and stuff like that again, so I can get them built. I don't know. Yeah. Well, if you want, if you're, oh, are you working tonight there, T Miller? After I finish streaming, because I could jump into Discord for a little while to show you what you could do. It's a kind of a workaround, but it adds in the collision a lot easier. You're gonna finish the Filipino, okay? Or even maybe Friday or over the weekend. To be honest, could pop in Discord if you want. But there we go. That's fine. So yeah, that's literally all you have to do. So resin is down the side now. Fill into a tanker, or same with the other sawmill. Just look for the right trigger. There we go. But yes, guys, Mr. T Miller is working on the Filipino food factory, and oh my goodness, I've forgotten how much product goes into one recipe over there. It's like, oh jeez. Start saving up, guys. All that meat and stuff. Oh, that's point. I've got a honey pallet over there as well. I need to pick up. Yeah, 2 more products to make the same thing. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, maybe the numbers could do with being a bit of a tweak or something. You missed your lumpa? Yeah. Now, actually, I don't know if I ever actually got stuff out of that. I know I started filling it up on Canyon Crossing, but I can't remember ever getting anything out of it, so... Dang it. No, Shawnee, you cannot. I don't have much set up over there, to be honest, on YouTube. Oh! Oh, I wonder. Hives. The other thing is, I don't know if it's just me, but is the hive production seem to be a little bit low on producing stuff? That's another thing I've noticed is it just isn't really going very quick compared to 22. Yeah, it is. Okay, I might have a look into that this week as well, and try and see if I can have it maybe outputting it a little bit more. It was also bad in 22, really? Okay. Why didn't you ever say then? I never noticed actually in 22, to be honest. I think it's because of the boosters really dragged it up. But yes, we'll definitely have a look into that. Oh man. Right, I don't know that field, so I don't care if I break any plants. Yeah, 'cause I know on Canyon Crossing, obviously, I had one right next to the main house, and I just had it all going in, distributed in and out. I know initially I did have some of the stuff spawning out, and I was getting quite a lot. But yeah, this time around it's really lacking. So yeah, I'll have a little look into that, see if I can make it up a little bit. I'm not going to go over the top, I'm going to just tweak it a little bit more. So yes. Right, this lot can go into storage. Wax. What? Oh, I could put that. No, I think the candle's full. But yeah, Pansite. Yeah, I think that was in there as well. Balut, Pansite, Pandesella. Yeah, okay. I'm just totally butchering these again. Empanada and Lumpia. I think that's how you pronounce them. I know it's balut. I know that's correct, isn't it? Balut. Um, but yeah, to be honest, even in 22 Team Miller, you know that I struggle with some of these weird names. So yeah, Lumpa, Empanada. Yeah, Pandesal. No, Pandesal. Lampa. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, Lumpa. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, The Lumpa. Yeah. Right, what one is he? That is potato bread. Okay, I must have missed potato bread. Lumpia. Lumpia. Lumpia? What? I'm sure I've heard of something called Lumpa anyway. Lumpia, okay. The thing is, ask me again on Friday and I'll totally butcher them all again. You know what I'm like. Right, potato bread, where is it? Potato. Da, 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 da. Potato soup, potato starch. Potato bread there. Okay, that needs to be on dispute. There we go. We'll shove them back in there. Lumpia. Lumpia. There we go. There we go. Right, I think that should be fine for the moment. I've watched Willy Wonka too much. If it's the new one, I haven't even seen that one yet. Oompa Loompa, that's what it is. Yes, Oompa Loompa. God, yeah, there you go. Now, the original is a classic. It really is. Empanada is the only one I'm familiar with, and I have never eaten that. Oh, ooh, which one's that? Is it a fermented egg or something with a baby chicken in it? Isn't that one of them? I vaguely remember. Ooh, that. I'm sorry, balut. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it sounds really disgusting. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have left it to hatch an like actual chicken and eat it that way. Ah, right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm running this guy out at the minute. It's got a little bit left over. But once this guy is finished, he's going to go bye-bye. Same with my bread factory. I have interest. What is this putting out? So you see, this is actually doing 96 cycles per month. Outputs 5. That is a lot, actually. Hmm. I think it's this here. That is going through a lot of products and putting out very little. So what I might look into is maybe half of that, maybe a little bit less, to output the 500. Let's think. Yeah, definitely drop down the nails, drop down the glue, and maybe keep the planks close to what it is now. A little bit of balancing there needed. Hmm. Did you break the swimming pool? What do you mean, swimming pool? Nope. And I keep seeing messages popping up. Where are we? There. Oh, I'm getting far too many. One there from Mr. Bodine. Oh, okay, thank you, Bodine. Much appreciated. I will have a look at that later on. Oh, um, is that meant to? That's not meant to look like that, is it, T Miller? The textures are all skew with. You like that? Okay. Personally, I'm not sure about it, but okay. Mm. Something going on with the swimming pool. I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's have a look. Mine worked. Actually, let me just change screens a sec. Uh, Obviously, there is a cooldown, so that could be what it is. There you go, hexes work, so... Yeah, it's a couple of minute cooldown on it, so if you're doing it a lot, it may be you've hit your limit for the minute. There we go. But yeah, it is working there, so that's fine. Oppie's got a nice 98, 48. Oh, before I forget. Oh, I keep forgetting this. Um, I do have a key to give away. It's a season 1 pass. I need to figure out how to do it over on YouTube and Twitch for the giveaway. I think Darius has been able to do that. I'd really need to speak to Darius about a few things. What I'm thinking is Friday, if anybody is interested and doesn't have the season 1 pass for FS 25 yet. I'm thinking of giving it away. Steam version? It's going to be the Giants version. Obviously, it is compatible with Steam as well, from what I understand. So you should be able to use both versions. But yeah, it was actually my one that I was going to get, but I obviously when I got bronze member, obviously I automatically get a free um, early release version. So yeah. So yeah, I want to give that away. I was meant to do it a couple of weeks ago, and I totally forgot it. Okay, thanks, Green Thumb. Yeah, that I need to figure out so I can get both going. You're using the Giants version on Steam. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Cool. Cool. But anyway, let's see. I've completely forgot where I am. Oh, what? Before I forget as well. So one other thing as well. Obviously I did go through. I've got most of my fields now ploughed, ready for the next planting season. I'm currently waiting on this field here, which is my little poplars, to get them harvested. Um, with plot 59, obviously, I mentioned the other day, I was kind of umming and ahhing about what to do with it. I ended up ploughing it up, and I've turned it into a field for the minute. It's a pretty big old field, actually, to be honest. Let me go into flight mode, see if I can show it off a little bit bigger. Or better, I should say. But yeah, that is, just that one plot is one big old field. Looking at it, compared to this one right next to it, it's about the same size, maybe it's slightly bigger than this one. So I am happy with that. That is for definite. Obviously, if I had, like the field info HUD extended mod, whatever it is, I'd probably be able to find out how big that is. So yeah. So obviously over this area, I was thinking of primarily just doing sorghum, but with such a big field there now, I'm not sure. I'm kind of thinking now of putting sorghum in that one. Obviously I've got barley in here, maybe some oat into this one, and then I'll probably carry on with like some root crops and stuff there, and then obviously whatever else by the main farm. I have to figure it out this year. But yeah, somewhere I need to come in and get obviously cotton planted. I'm kind of considering at some point buying these two, merge them into one to make one ultimate field. But I've got a feeling I'm going to need more rice fields sorted out at some point for both long grain and normal rice. But yeah, this is going to be my cotton field this year. I think, maybe, I'm not sure. See, I had cotton over there. Well, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I don't know. Oh, I've got barley there. That should be fine. I think I've got wheat there. That should be fine. I've got canola below me. Actually, to be honest, I need to start trying to come up with more products to take the canola oil. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm totally losing it at the minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break, try and sort my brain out because it's like going sideways at the minute. I might end up jumping through the night. Obviously, the next month, which will be February, I can get in and probably start planting some cotton ready. I'm pretty well sorted, but yeah, as yet I haven't had I've still not seen a tornado come up yet. Mm, disappointed or what, hey? I wish I could learn to do textures in Blender. Same here, Team Miller. Same here. There's a few things I would like to do in Blender, but yeah. The worst thing is I just haven't got the time. It's like you, Team Miller. I just do not have spare time. Obviously, I'm trying to get factories sorted out for the next updates. Yeah. The worst thing is I'll load up Blender I'll export something from the i3 from Giants Editor into Blender, and it just doesn't seem to work properly for me. I don't know what's going on. Um, it's a really weird program, and obviously key bindings as well. Obviously, I'm too used to Giants Editor, and yeah, it just confuses crap out of me. So hats off to people like Green Thumb Farmer, um, um, and anybody else really in who does modding with it. Is yeah. Gonna show you how to do on the weekend, lol. To be honest, it'd be easier doing a little video so we could rewatch it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and that might then go in there. Obviously, exporting is easy, Teamer. Actually, that's one thing I could show you very very quickly. I might mess it up, but I can give you an idea. So if we take yeah, we'll do the flower factory. Here we go. So let's load this up just quickly. Now this part I know. Once it's into Blender, that's where I start having the issues. Is obviously reconnecting the textures and all that. So let's bring that across. So first things first. What was that you just got? That sounded like a funky little fish there. What was that? Oh, a treasure chest. Nice. Yes. So let's grab. So yeah, first things first. Go into File. Go into Preferences. And in here, where it says Scale under the General tab, make sure that this is set to 1. I think by default it sets itself to 100. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, make sure that this is set to 1. Hit apply and then close. Once that's done, what you want to do is find what you want to export. I'm just going to choose one thing for now. We'll choose this tower, for example, to do. Once you've selected it, go to File, Export Selection. Now, Green Thumb does a really cool trick. He's actually got separate folders set up where he exports it to, which is fine. You could always export it straight back into the folder here. What you want to do is where it says Save As type, click on that, and what you want to do is set it as a wavefront OBJ file. Once you've done that, name it Tower, or whatever it might be, and click Save. Now, depending on the size of what you're exporting, may take a little bit longer. Bear that in mind. I found that out. I was exporting the tanker that we had in 22 and previously to Blender the other day, and it took forever to transfer just a few little pieces. It's like, crazy. But yeah, that's what you basically should see is something that looks like the i3D possibly. But make sure that it states that it's an OBJ file. Once you're happy with that, just close that. No, I don't want to save anything there. From there, obviously you open up your Blender. See, this part I know. It's everything else in Blender I get confused with. For me personally, I come into here, delete all of these things, so there's nothing extra in there. Just keep that scene collection, and then from there go to File, Import, and find OBJ. So with Wavefront OBJ right there. Click on that. Now go find your folder. So for me, it'll be on my desktop. Under PV Rivers Mods, Heartland. No, it's a Flower Factory, wasn't it? Go back one. Flower Factory, and obviously it's Tower right there. And import. Obviously, give it a moment. Oh, there it is. And there we go. It is now in. Obviously, depending where it's located in the i3D, may depend where comes into in this. I'm slowly getting used to different things. But yeah, it's a little bit funky. So that one? Okay. Yeah, this is the part I always have issues with is moving around in here. Control, so that one? Nope. Oh, there we go. So yeah, obviously if you hold them down like the control and shift, that can pan you in and out. If you wanted to, you can also move your camera up and down with just the middle mouse button. The shift key, you can make yourself go up and down. So yeah, this is the part that I always struggle with. Oh, I have no idea what that does. Yeah. Ah, see, there we go. Right, that one there. There we go. See, this is why I try and stay well away from Blender. Press the N key. Okay, I just wanted to see the size. Oh, okay. Yeah, 111, the scale. So yeah. Yeah, obviously the biggest issue I always have is obviously whenever I take things into Blender, do what I need to do, is to then also exporting it back out, I have the problem. And obviously with Blender, you can also, from what I understand, convert from FS22 to 25 via Blender rather than doing it straight into the Giant's editor that way. I do have the update, but I've not been able to get the friggin' thing to work yet. And obviously this is a 25 anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. But like you, my game location keeps resetting itself, and yeah. Um, ba-ba-da-ba-da. But yeah, I think what all I need to do is really is sit down maybe for a day or two and actually do some work in here. Textures. But yeah, I was trying to see. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. I'm sure there's a way to see it with its textures on, but I can never remember which one it is. But oh well. But yeah, once you get this far, you're doing as well as I am, T Miller. That's all I can say. uh, but yeah, the third one is it? That one. Viewport shading. Oh yeah, because obviously the textures haven't been relinked onto here. That's what it is. So yeah, see that is something I need to sit down and watch your last stream about and get that working again. But yes. But yeah, if you can get into Blender, you're doing well. That's the main thing. But yeah, I am going to take a very, very quick break. I will be right back, guys. And maybe I'll just run through into February and make a start on getting some cotton harvesting done. So, but yeah, bear with me, guys, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie peeps, is back. Gameplay there. There we go. Is it working or not? Is it crashed or something? I wonder if it needs a refresh or something. I have no idea. Oh, no, I've logged in. There we go. Let's see. Drop. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Let's refresh that itself. Try that one more time. Drop. Oh man, look at that. I skimmed right over the top of it. Give that guy a try again, guys. I just refreshed the parachute game, so it should. Hopefully that would be working. Can I drop the drop speed? I have no idea. Yeah, it's a little bit fast, isn't it? Sound notification channel point. Refresh timer. 90 seconds. Time till ready. Second 0. I'm not seeing anything at the minute in there that allows me to adjust it. Obviously, it's the very basic one. I know if I was to buy the premium edition, I think you could have additional things added to it. But yeah. I don't see like a time for the droppage, which is a shame. But yes, it's I don't know. Number pad 3 to change the line on the display. Control numpad 3. What? Oh, sorry. How do you the lines to show enhanced vehicle? Mine only shows numbers. Yeah. Right control and then number pad 3 should do it. But yeah, I just want a quick look to see if there was anything else I could sell quickly before jumping into the next month. So I could do with getting that cotton sorted out. Let's see. Price wise, anything high? Not really. So you've got some bread there, but it's not a lot to be honest. I think what's that one there? Carrots? No, I need them. Straw? Not really. No, I think that'll do. That'll be fine. Okay. But yeah, I can show you in just a sec if you want. Let me come on over here. We're going to visit the house. And for the first time in a long time, I'm actually going to sleep through the rest of the day. And we'll come up at about 7 if I can. I don't do this often. I really don't sleep often. I tend to try and work through the night. Or just up the speed. Oh, okay, so the first things first. Oh, cripes. I need to turn flight mode off. We're going to get some snow coming through. Great. Right, so it's saying my sheep are getting full. So let's go tend to the sheepies first. Enter. Oh, my robot is working. It's going to need to be filled back up. Oh, cripes. Yeah, so I did actually come through and create a little gap here. I do need to get rid of the stump here. And there's another one at the far end where the buffalo pen unload area is. You do that at some point. That one is fine for the minute, but this is what I'm primarily after. Now, one thing like, for if you weren't aware, guys, with the UAL mod, Universal Auto Load mod, you can limit to a particular pallet as well. Obviously, if you look in the F1 menu, you have... I can never remember which one it is. It'll either be O or T. I'm pretty sure it's the T. Yeah, so if you wanted to do a part pallet or a full pallet, if you hit the O key for Oscar, you can switch between full pallet, any pallet, and that will allow you to do partials and obviously full. The container type, which is T, obviously your pallet, bale, whichever, but the one that I'm really after is the material, which is the material type Y key. So as you can see here, it's changing. Obviously it's hay, wool, or all. Obviously I want to limit it to the wool. So the Y key for yes should limit it to pick up particular pallets. So if you've got like a stack of multiple different pallets and you wanted to separate one in particular, you could do this very easily. Right, so let's get this loading up. But yes, thank you, Dead Soul. There we go. There we go. And we'll get that loading on. That'll be fine. There we go. Oh, heck, no, too close. I'm getting too close. There we are. There we go. That's good. It's good. So that's nice. Right, so actually I'm going to keep that open because I'm going to grab some of this goat milk as well while I'm here. But I wanted to limit these goat ones to just the full pallets. O. So full only on O, and Y to goat milk. There. There we go. Obviously, the only reason I want to limit it is obviously I've got those bales right there, and every time I come through, I keep loading up some bales at the same time as the goat milk. It's kind of annoying at times. That'll be fine for me. I can always come back with a better trailer later. There we go. Cool. Right then. Close that down, and let's boogie. Actually, what I'll do is I'll swing by the flour factory. We'll pick up whatever's in there as well. Actually, that's one thing I can't remember if I set that to distribute, but it should be by now. So here we go. Let's take a little whiz around here. This is obviously one area I still need to come through and work on. Adding some more trees in, a little bit of landscape. I'm probably going to move this road a little bit further around. But that's something I can do when I'm not streaming. But yeah, what I always tend to do with this one is I'll come through the unloading area and round the front that way to pick up the pallets. Makes life a little bit easier. But the only thing is, this corner, you do need to take it a little bit wide. Look at that, there we go. Obviously that's just running through the night. So what was that, half a day roughly? And I've already got all of those pallets already. Beautiful. Ooh, stay on there, flour. Not flour, stay on there, wool. Maybe I should have unloaded the wool in that first. Oh well. Stay on there, stay on there, stay on there, stay on there. Please. Good, there we go. So yeah, I think you're definitely going to have more than enough coming out of this one compared to the base game stuff. Right, let's set that to distribute on all of these actually. There we go. Cool. I did have a little bit of long grain rice left over in my silo, so it was only about 86,000 litres. Wasn't much, but I was able to get it into this and obviously make some rice flour, so that helped a lot. That is for sure. Alrighty, so what we'll do is we'll drop some of this off at Heartland Bread. We'll get rid of those wool and galt milks quickly. And then we'll carry on. Actually, I wonder if I can do it on here. Control 3? No, okay. Need to keep an eye on my piggy so I can get some of them into the butchers as well. Start getting some bacon. Some of those other meats that I need. That'd be nice, finally. Actually, this is another spot I need to redo. Oh, we got cakes, guys! Oh, stop. There we go. Gotta check them out. Yay! So so the white one there, that is going to be your normal cake, as you can see in the pop-up there. Then obviously underneath there, obviously that's the 25 one, which is the chocolate cake, which I've renamed. Faber Farming, welcome in with a party of 5. How you doing, bud? Welcome in. How was the stream? We were just doing a little bit of pallet cleaning up, and then we're going to be getting into doing some cotton planting in a minute. There we go. Oop. And let's give you a shout out. There we go. If you're not following Faber, make sure to click on the link and give them a follow, guys. And thank you very much for that follow. GPS Gaming. There we go. Let's go get rid of this. Doing good and had a great stream. Glad to hear it. What were you up to today, Faber? Out of interest, and obviously, yes. Yeah, so obviously, for anyone just joining, we are on PV Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnet. I'm actually multi-streaming currently. Something kind of semi-new that I'm trying to do each stream now is multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'm actually working on trying to get my watch hours up a little bit more. I'm very close to getting the amount of subs over there. It's just the view hours I really need some working. But yeah, there we go. And thank you, David Osell, I think. I don't know. David Osol. Not quite sure about that one there, but yeah. Every now and again there is a little comment popping up, by the way, that will take you over to my YouTube if you're not following something over to me there. But yeah, I'm very, very close to hitting the 500 that I need sub-wise over there. But yeah, I just need to get I think it's about 3, maybe 400 view hours still over there. It's like, oh, nasty, it really is. But yeah, once I get that, I can then apply to become a YouTube fit partner over there, which would be great. Hence why I kind of want to start doing more of these multi-streams there and here. The nice thing is, there's a few people on YouTube that pop in every now and again, say hello. And obviously they do have questions as well. It may not necessarily have a Twitch account, so it's just help everybody out, really. Right, let's do this, do this. So yeah, what map were you playing there, Faber, by the way? I did see you were playing FS25. There we go. Hey. Ooh. Fretch Dash? Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is. Honestly, yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to names, but it does sound familiar, actually. That's on the in-game mod hub, isn't it, that one? The name rings a bell. And I'm terrible when pronunciating things, so yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. Uh, um, See, looking at the name of that, I'd say it's maybe a French map or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is on Mod Hub. Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Nice. Yeah, what were you up to? Farming? Anything exciting production-wise? Maybe, I don't know. Over there. I'm obviously, as it's on the in-game mod, I'm guessing it's a standard size 1x map. Yeah, see, this one on the other hand is a 4x map. It's actually converted from FS15. It's a 4x, really? Oh, that's unusual. I'm guessing you're on PC then. I'm definitely guessing you're on good old PC. Right, I think that's enough for the minute. I can clear off the rest later. So one of the big things I need to do is get in and do some cotton. So, oh, how's that doing? Wow, 60,000. Good, it's working fine. Okay. Somewhere in here I have a planter. Thing is, do I have it? No, I don't. Grab this guy. Nice. I like it 4x. Yeah, I think for a single player, especially, a 4x is a good sized map. That is for sure. Right, so let's get you attached. And we'll see if we can help Oppies out. Yeah, did you get that sorted out, Oppies, by the way? So I know you're trying to get enhanced vehicle working. So obviously I do have to be attached to something, so... Control 2. So yeah, if you do well, obviously Control 2, so obviously that's going to bring up your initial line. Yeah, right Control 3, number keypad, you can cycle through the different lines that it shows. I tend to just have the standard tram lines like that, which make life so much easier. One thing to keep an eye on down here is also the angle. One thing I have noticed, if you're not quite on 90% or degrees, you say, what you can do is control, then page up and down and tap it around till you get to that 0. So once, obviously, if I lock that off right there, obviously it shows 90-degree angle, which is perfect. Once you've got it on 90 degrees, what you can do, if I just undo that, so I don't go flying anywhere, if you do, yeah, if you hold down the right shift key, and then page up or page down, you can actually change the angle by 90 degrees. Makes life so much quicker and easier. But yeah, you can see the numbers and stuff like that quite easily. Yeah, with this as well, you can do like, oh heck, right control, then 4 and 6. So if you wanted to miss a lane, for example, you could actually set it to miss one and jump to the next one. But yeah, I tend to try and keep it at +1 or -1. That's what I tend to do, so yeah. But yeah, you can actually close all that down as well. Anyway. So that's enhanced vehicle mod, Coffee Man, and it's kind of like a GPS, as it were. Right, I think, if I remember rightly, that front tank was full, so I don't need to worry about that. It's just really the cedar itself. And it should be around the back here somewhere. I should get there full. Come on, give me the fill, give me the fill. Oh. Are you not going to give... Are you empty? Is that what the problem is, maybe? Oh, I know what it is. There. For some weird reason, for a little while, I've had to jump out and back in to get the freaking pop-up to come up for filling. There we go. Oh, just missed it. There. There we go. It's quite annoying at times. But yeah, on the... It's a not bad little mod. I've primarily been using it for doing these field expansions where I'm combining multiples together. Just keeping the straight line, it does help, I will say that. Right, so I need to select this onto cotton, because that's what we're going to be planting. Corn, cotton, there we go. So yeah, we're going to be planting cotton in the snow. Where to get it? I believe it's on the in-game mod hub, otherwise GitHub. 25 enhanced vehicle. I will get you a link to it. 1.1.3.1. Cool. There we go. Copy. Paste. Right there, Mr. Coffee Man. I have a few links available, as usual. Right. So, there. Also, we should be on the right degree already. There we are. Let's lock that in. Get you unfolded. But yeah, I ended up over the weekend combining, I think it was over the weekend, combining both of these fields together and creating one Mahusive one, which is quite nice. There, yeah, that's good, that's locked off. So I should be able to, so I need that to be set to go to 47, which it is. So yeah, so first number would be the line that you're on. The second one here, in the little, be nice if we could make this a little bit bigger actually. The second number is whether you want to go plus or minus a line. Obviously I'm going to add a line, so I'm going to go on to the one right next to me. Obviously it is highlighted 47 in green there, which should match there, which it is. But yeah, it's so much easier. Can you check the way it looks now? It is the way I would like it to be. Okay, T-Miller, one sec. Oh, what's that? What's that? Acid Burn! Buddy, thank you very much for the 27-month resub with a Prime on a 4-month streak. Wow, I feel special. Dave should take more time off. I like this. Alright, Green Thumb, thanks. Okay, I will add that to the list. Okay, so I've got something Mr. T. Miller wants to show. Let me pause this a sec. And let's go back. Desktop. So, obviously, for anybody who remembers the Filipino food factory from 22, obviously Mr. T. Miller is working on a 25 version. And this is what he has it looking like so far. So yes, this is in-game. Seems to be working and looking quite fine, actually. So yes, hopefully this will be coming out to you guys very soon. Yeah, he's working on it, right? He's been working on it for a little while. Um, hmm. Now it might just be the picture, but that fan looks a little bit funky texture-wise. But yeah, these icons really bug the crap out of me. I don't like them. But yeah, I know Seamer has got his own little icon pack that he's been using for things. It's annoying. Bamboo texture, yeah, yeah. See, I would almost rename it Kung Fu Panda. I- I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see once I've got hold of it and see it right now. And this is me being completely honest. I don't like the look of this, but we'll see what it looks like in game, though. It just doesn't look quite right to me. But it's yours, it's not mine. Just my little tuppence. But yeah, once I get it in game, I will let you know. But yes, there we go. But yeah, a lot of people like them. Really? Oh, I don't like them. That's one reason why I've also not done many of the factories with the SGA icon for the player trigger. It was fine in 22. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Obviously, I've got your um, crop silo that distributes, and yeah, I don't know. There's something about them. I, they bug me. I want to go in and replace them. I don't know why. I do. Right, there we go. Control home. Oh, let me turn that down a bit. Gone far too far. Fast. There we go. There we are. We'll drop that down. Let's set that to 20. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. It's a Filipino style looking factory. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe once I've got it in game, like I said, and then I can see it firsthand, it might be better. I don't know, but yeah, you don't want the Western look style. Yeah, yeah. But obviously, it's yours at the end of the day. You create it how you want to make it look. I'm actually now thinking where I can put it down, and I've already got a spot picked out for it. T Miller, I do. So yeah. uh, anyway, now you can set that to automatic. I can set that to automatic. Set what to automatic? Could you have to be there to understand the textures? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Control. Oh, hang on. Control numpad forward slash and set the distance. I got alarm distance with headland mode. The headland? I don't want a headland though. Oh! Turn around automatically. Oh, okay. Try that. But it's missing bits. Oh, that's just cheeky. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go back and do a headland now. But that's fine. Okay. Now the only issue I do have is obviously if it gets too close to the edge of the field over there, will it go over? Change the distance now. Set the next one to 5 meters after the border. Okay. See, I'm still learning this thing. I am. So this one here, we'll set this to 5 meters, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters. Okay, we'll see how we're getting. Okay. See, I'm learning. Whether I remember this later on, I don't know. But if it's preset, it should be fine there. That was before you... That was before you want after. Okay. Let me just see what else is in here anyway. Okay, we'll see how this does. Okay. Yes, Coffee Man, it did, and I did get the update before I went live. Well, I've got my finger ready on the V key to lift it up, so it's good. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so it does a little overlap there, yeah. Ah, I got you now. Okay, I'm gonna pop that back to where it was. Because to be honest, yeah, that'd be fine. I will do a little headland afterwards anyway, so that's fine. Okay, but that's good to know. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. I will try and keep that in mind. There we go. Let's bring that back up. There we go. There we are. There we go. Cool. Okay, I was just sorry. I was just sorting out my other screens there for a sec. So. Let's see. Before field and after it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to learn as much as I can about it because from the looks of it, guidance steering, which is the one I prefer out of all of them, isn't going to be coming at any time soon. So I might as well get used to using this and learn as much as I can about it. But yeah, most of the things I've used for this is just going around like the border, keeping a good straight line and that sort of thing when expanding fields. But it's nice that it can be set to automatic turning. That is cool. Ooh, need to take that ear out. In that menu you can also make it so after a few seconds it will... Yeah, that part I do know. Yeah, I have been playing around with it. Normally I try and keep it up for a little while and then have it disappear. But yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on this at the moment, making sure that it's working fine. Okay. But I can also get them to disappear like that as well. And I don't even need to go into the menu. Obviously that's using the right control 3 on the keypad there. Just tap that a few times and it gets rid of it. But yeah, look guys, I'm driving. I really am. I'm doing all this myself. Ignore what's going on in the bottom right hand corner. Ah, that is cheeky. That is cheating. That really is cool though. But yeah, one of the big things is course play Um, Universal auto load, add in a lot of additional unnecessary lines into the log, and especially with courseplay and stuff like that, I found they drain they use up a lot of resources. So I'm not going to be using courseplay ever again. So I'm going to say that live right here. It's a nice mod, I will say that, but I just find it uses too much resources on my system. uh, so yeah, I missed a lot. I know. Don't worry, Farmer Marks. I will be going back afterwards and getting that little headland. It's fine. I'll say what I should have done really is set up maybe doing a headland first. Uh, oh well, still learning. But it's nice that it does automatic turning now. That's cool. That's very, very... Actually, I should have... Oh, man. Why didn't I think of that before? I could have had the next sat out. That's like twice as big as this. We would have got this field done in no time. Then again, it's pretty slow, so... Ha 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 ha! There you go. There we go. Course play is a must for you. Really, Hectate?
So
Yeah.
just do it! Make your dreams come true!
I'm trying, Coffee Man. I'm trying to make my dreams come true. But yeah, gosh, how are you turning so accurately? You're such a good driver. I know, Impact. I know, I'm a pro. I keep in such a excellently straight line. uh, but yeah, obviously, yeah, finished. I'm with you, to be honest. I did use it, I will say, a little bit in 19 Courseplay. This is on PV County. The only problem was at that point, I think it was still very much early days of the development side, so all of the unnecessary updates, there was a lot of warnings, a lot of errors coming off the one that I was using. And I tried 2 or 3 different updates, and yeah, it really messed up my poor little laptop, let's put it that way. So I ended up just removing it, and I really didn't like it at that point. Obviously in 22, for those who remember, I did install it for the final year that I was on Canyon Crossing. And yeah, it has its positives, but it also had a lot of negatives in my opinion. It was great for being able to do things like the grapes, the olives, stuff like that, and the field work. It still missed a few patches here and there, but overall it wasn't too bad. And to be honest, I would have been able to just stuck with the in-game helper as usual and just get the few bits that it missed. Apart from that, the only nice thing about it was obviously, yeah, to be honest, that's about it. Oh yeah, just being able to actually go around the field, do like a headland first, and then allow it to go up and down, without me having to do the headlands for it first, sort of thing. So that was one nice aspect. Obviously now, in 25, it's pretty much base game set up that way anyway. So yeah, the only thing I do have an issue with is a couple of the fields are still having issues on here, for me personally, saying that they're vineyard when they're not. So yeah, that's the only downside of it. The game at the minute, but yeah, course play. Personally, the biggest downside I found is I was losing a lot of frame rates when I was using it. So I would rather have my higher frame rates, and obviously I haven't been showing them off in a while, but where I'm here, obviously I've got snow coming down, I am streaming as well, I'm still in the low 30s. Depending where I am on the map, I can actually get up to about 45, which I am happy with. And I know for a fact if I was to add in courseplay, with how it is at the minute anyway, I would lose at least half of those frame rates. The only reason I know that is I have actually installed courseplay. It might not be the current version, but maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I installed it, tried it out on my test map. I basically duplicated this, threw it on there one weekend, and yeah, I lost half my frame rates just from adding in courseplay. So yeah, and the additional things, lines added into the um, log as well was ridiculous. It really is. But let me get that hydrate and stretch for Mr. Coffee Man. So there is the hydrate. Thank you very much. And a stretch. Ooh, cracked me knuckles. There we go. Nice. So yeah. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say I'm never going to use it again, actually thinking about it. But right now, with the way it is, yeah, I'm not going to use it. Maybe once it's been a lot more optimized, a lot of the stuff removed from the log would be quite nice. If that happens, who knows? I might add it in just to test and see. But yeah, 22, it was nice being able to have a helper, be able to actually do like the grapes and the olives, for example, without having to worry too much about it. Obviously, you just had to keep an eye on when it needed to be unloaded, but that's just like a basic game thing, really. But yeah, I will stick with the AI that we have in 25 and using enhanced vehicle for the minute. And obviously, as I'm learning a lot more about enhanced vehicles, wow, it's cool. But yeah, I do like auto drive. I will say that. Now I know for a lot of you guys, you've probably used X-Man's routes, preset routes. Obviously, one of the things I like to do is set them up myself. So yeah, that's one thing I do tend to do whenever I get onto a map. I did it with PB County. I did it with Canyon Crossing. I've done it on here. Yeah, bless. I just like the way I set them up. Keep it very simple. Let's put it that way. Then it's less laggy, shall we say, with all those extra points in there. So yeah, see on a lot of X-Man's routes, from what I've seen, he'll do like two one-way routes, one going one way, one going the opposite. I would have ended up deleting most of them and putting a two-way in. I prefer two ways myself on most of these roads, so yeah. The only places I have like the two lanes, one going one way, one going the other way, is going over like the bridges, for example. That's about it. All the rest, they all merge into a single lane. And yeah, whatever I am doing them, I really don't have a lot being moved. In all honesty, I do a lot of the driving myself, so it is what it is. I know the basics of that as well. But yeah, Follow Me, that's another good one as well. I like Follow Me for doing me bailing, especially the bailing. Obviously, every time, it seems like recently, I don't know what it is every time lately, whenever I do my silage bailing or any kind of bailing, it always seems to end up when I'm on the stream. You notice that? It's usually that one field over near the sawmill where I've got the grass. It's always that field. It seems to pop up ready right in time for doing a stream. It's crazy. uh, I don't know. It's weird. That feels, it went away. It went away, did it? Okay. I'm hoping it does. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I need to really sort that out. Yeah, it's this one here primarily, 33, 32. Obviously, I combined that. Um, yeah, I cannot get a hired helper for love and the money to work on there. It's crazy. But yeah, I tend to do that myself. What's that there? Can't remember. Why is he there for? What was I doing over there with him? I can't remember. But yeah. As for the rest of them, that I think most of the rest have been fine so far. But the only other bug I've got is this right here. Field 24. For some weird reason, it's showing potato there. The last crop that was in there was corn. And that's what, because obviously I bought it as corn. But it still shows as potato. It's been ploughed, it's been limed, everything. Yeah, it's still showing potato in there. If I click there. I don't know, it's a weird little bug on the map there. I don't know if anybody else has had that, but yeah, it's weird. Definitely weird. Grass grows quickly here in on 25. Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, you should be able to get what 3 to 4 cuts per year with seasons active. So that's pretty good actually. That's gonna be a lot of bales. If you've got one field dedicated to grass, you could literally alternate one cut to doing silage, the next one to hay, then alternate it and keep doing it that way. You definitely won't run out. I know some of you guys have got these fermenting silos as well, which is fine. I still like doing the bales. I've still not got into purchasing the BGA yet and doing it that way. That's another thing as well. I haven't done in a long time is a bunker, silage bunkers. The last time would have definitely been on PV County. That's how far back it was, back in 19. And what I used to do then is once it was filled, I would get 2, 3, maybe 4 tractors with big wheels on it, weights, the whole lot, and I would actually use follow me and have one following after another, and obviously the first one then would follow the last one, so it was literally doing a continuous loop, going round and round and round and round. It was really clever, I enjoyed it. And within no time, the bunker would be compressed. I liked it, really cool. Then I found out about, I think it was Winston's cat bulldozer, where it's got that little bit extra weight to it, and does it in like 10 seconds. It's like crazy. But yes. So that's another good use for follow me. I know Courseplay does it as well now as well. That's built into it as well for doing bunkers as well, from what I understand. But yeah, it's cool. I like things like that. Just remember on field 139 had a to spray weed contract, but it doesn't work. It doesn't register as work done on it. Really? 139. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, he's work. Fine. Yeah. Oh, sewing. I don't know if do I own 139 yet? Yes. Yeah, I've had a couple of contracts off there, mainly harvesting. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I know a couple of people have been saying they've had issues with contracts and not registering the work done on there. It's weird. I'm guessing it's a FS25 thing rather than a map, but yeah, I have no idea. Definitely a weird one, that's for sure. Also, another thing as well, are you using your own equipment or are you using stuff supplied by the contract as well? Because obviously what you're using may not necessarily be the right thing for what they need. At least is it? Okay. Okay. So yeah, it should be working then. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for spraying contracts and stuff to see. I haven't had any pop up. I haven't done contracts in over a year, to be honest. It's terrible for spraying. Actually, I don't mind doing like ploughing. At the minute, I'm not too fussy about lime contracts, for example. I've got tons of lime in storage and being made in the crusher at the minute, so it's not a big deal. So I don't mind doing like liming contracts if I have to. Oh, hello. There you go. But yes, I really need to get back into doing contracts again properly. After taking out course play, you gained nearly 20 frames. Well, wow. Holy heck. That just goes to show. See? I'm not crazy after all. Yeah, you really need a pretty good computer, I think, to be able to run course play and all these other mods successfully. That's for definite. Ooh, that's a point. Let's see. Cowabunga. Good, good, good. Oh, 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 oh. Dang it. I wonder. Is there anything in here? Nope. Oh, can I adjust that height? Where does that come in? Oh, look at... Oh, boating. Really? Holy cripes. 99.38. That's crazy. That is crazy. If any... Oh, blimey. Num halfling. Holy cripes. 99.70. Oh, knocking Bodine off the top there. That was impressive. Nice one. Actually, let's see if I can make that a little bit higher. Let's go to 600. Okay. Let's see. That's crazy. Look at that. You don't see the little box, do you? No. Hmm. I'm trying to adjust the height and stuff, but the actual dude there is like halfway up. It's not good. Actually, if I do that, can I make that higher? Let's try 1200. Okay. No, see, it's just adding it onto the bottom. I don't want it on the bottom. I want it on the top. Let's drop that back down. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Hmm. It's kind of weird because obviously in other streams it seems to take up more or less, or it seems to be like bigger, but the actual thing itself is smaller. It's weird. I mean, the swimming pool is smaller, but the area that it drops in from, it seems to be bigger. Am I missing something? So we've got that there. And obviously that should go from the top right down now. Let's see. Can I do another one yet? Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Oh, that's too big. I want it smaller. Does anybody know if there's a way of shrinking the size of this dude? There's nothing there. Interact. Nope. Oh, just missed it there. Let's see. Where's my dude gone? Oh, there we go. Still not quite right. Let's do that. Let's try that there for you guys. Let's do. Ooh, nice. 54.78. Refresh. There we go. Yeah, the only problem is the pool was too big in my opinion. Yeah, I want the pool to look smaller in the icon or these things. Is there anything I'm missing? I know one thing I'm missing. Where the heck's my stream gone? On YouTube. Oh, there. Okay. And the Drifter from the Hours. How you doing, by the way, over on YouTube, if you're still there? Sorry. I got a little bit sidetracked. I'm trying to figure something out with this parachute game. I want it to look a little bit smaller and have a bigger area to bounce around in. Percentage of screen width. Oh, ooh, would that be it? Oh, nice. 97.79. Nice one. Oh, that's weird. See, still too big. Still too blinking big. Ba 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 da da ba bum. Set target position, screen percentage, 20%. Ooh. Hmm. Doesn't seem to be changing much. I don't know. It might kick in next time. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to have a play around with that a bit more. I don't really want to do it during the stream. There we go, there we go. Cool. Ooh, wow. Did I get that, really? I got an 87.56. Ooh. They seem to be... Oh, are they? Okay. Well, that's something then. I just wish I could get this thing to actually look a little bit smaller. Oh, that's better, yeah. Oh, that one's really gone for it. I think Coffee Man's had too much coffee with that one. See, what I'd rather have is, size-wise, is like that small, but have it covering all of the screen. I might be able to get away with that actually. That's a little bit better. That's literally the size of the screen from the bottom to the top in OBS. Oh, well done, Don B here. And how you doing, buddy? By the way, I might get away with that. I might get away with that one. I need to stop faffing around with things, don't I? Yes. Okay. Oh, by the way, before I forget as well, I'm also at the minute, as I'm pretty much almost wrapped up with the Flour Factory, Heartland Bread, and all those other things at the minute. I have already made a start on bringing over the Doll Factory from 22. So I've got, I think, most of it done. I just need to sort out the pallets now. Maybe by Friday I will have that ready to show an in-game. So yay! Oh, that is a lot. Oh, 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 oh! Ah, that was terrible. Oh, look at Mr. Stone there. And Mr. Stone, no. But yeah, Doll Factory. What was the other one? Ken's. I'm probably gonna try and tackle maybe next week. And then that just leaves the bigger cereal factory. Obviously, originally it was going to be the Kellogg's factory, but I had a little chat with Mr. Dave, and we've decided to rebrand it. Del Monte. Oh, we had well, we had the building of Del Monte in 22. It was actually renamed to Solo. See, that did like pie fillings. Ooh, that's a nice little one. Go, go, gummy bears! I like it. I like 'em. And a flamingo from Dead Soul. Oh, that's kind of cool. Um, yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't know about Del Monte. I really don't know. See, I still want to do Smuckers. Um, do I have Del Monte itself? Depends on what it needs and stuff like that. That's the other thing. I want my D drive. I know it's on here. FS20 stuff. Or FS stuff. 19. FS19 county. Let's have a look. Del Monte. Extract. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same building that I used for the Solo factory, if I remember rightly. Desktop. So, I can kind of keep an eye on these dudes. Let's have a look. What did you have in here? Oh, let's close you, close that, and that. So it took empty pallets, packaging. Obviously, packaging is a no-go at the minute. Coal, water, olives, potatoes, maize, tomatoes, pears, cherries, and peaches. This was like canned products, wasn't it? Thinking about it. So previously it was buildable. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Where is the recipes and such? That's your inputs. Light kits. Ooh, I would love to get the light kits back. I was thinking about this in 22, and I would have been great if we had like light kits coming out of Dell the electronics factory, and have it bring in the lights. I think that'd be kind of cool if we could get that working again. Same with the displays. Have like a something coming out of Dell Electronics that you have to put in to add the lights and you have to add the displays and I think that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, let's see. So we got canned sliced potatoes, bottled olive oil. Obviously, got that already. I'm pretty. Don't we have like canned potatoes base game now? Canned tomatoes, canned corn, canned canned very cherry. Okay, is that it? One, two, three, four, five. Did that only do 5 products, really? Let's have a look at these recipes anyway. Yeah, 300 per hour. Yeah, no chance. Let's see. So for canned sliced potatoes, pallets, packaging, coal. Why would you need coal? Water and potatoes. See, I would get rid of those two right there. So the packaging and coal would go. Like, why would you put coal into potatoes? No idea. But yeah, I would go with the pallets, the water, and potatoes for that. Plain and simple. Let's see. This one is the bottled olive oil. Obviously, that's in the base game anyway, olive oil. So I'm not even going to touch that. And I'm pretty sure the potatoes are there as well. In all honesty, yeah, no, I don't think so. Unless we can come up with some different alternatives. Um, yeah, no. Could do something like a tropical fruit mix or a fruit cocktail or something. That may be an idea. Um, but yeah, so that's the products. But yeah, let's have a look. Looking at that image, yeah, that is. Oh, yes. That's a solo factory from 22. I thought it was. Oh, I don't know. Obviously, as the building itself is in 22, it could be brought to 25 semi-easily. But what would it be named? Solo or Del Monte? I don't know. Obviously, for me personally, because obviously I'm in where I'm in the UK, yeah, we do have Del Monte. Primarily, from what I've seen in the shops, it's mostly like tinned fruits and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen tinned Del Monte vegetables or anything personally. But yeah, for the cooked what? Oh, for the cooked potato. Potato. Yeah. You speak funny, Mr. Farmer Marks. See, now that bit of stone right there is what is going to bug me now, seeing that there. Yeah, knowing it's there. Oh, I don't think that actually shows on the map, does it? If it does, I'm going to kill myself. Yeah, one thing I've been doing this year is after ploughing and obviously going through picking up the stones, I've been making sure to come into here to check the stones. Oh, there is a couple. Dang it! 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Oh well. It is what it is. I'll get it eventually. But yeah. It just bugs me that every now and again one will get through or two. It's annoying. Cooked potatoes, cooked spinach. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That could be. See, personally, I would still prefer to get Smuckers brought over. I really, really would prefer Smuckers to another food factory. At the minute, I'm struggling as it is to find enough products to fill all the freaking factories, let alone having more coming out. Oh. But yeah, with Dole, obviously that is going to have a lot of things coming out of that. That is one thing. I'm going to be adding in additional things like the uh, bagged spinach and stuff like that, the green beans. So there is going to be a big usage for that. And I'll even look at the pricings to see if I can get them maybe a little bit more for you guys as well. So yeah. So the Dull Factory, which is what I'm working on, currently has actually I think it's actually around about 10 at the minute. Ooh. Is yeah definitely going to have at least 4, maybe 3 or 4 more added into it. So yeah, it might even be more thinking about it. Because we've got the red beets, we've got parsnips. I don't know if they'd actually go into it. That's the thing. After this, I'll have a look on their website again. But yeah, things like frozen bags of spinach be fine. That can definitely be added in. The green beans, that can go in there, definitely. The peas can go in there, yep. I'll have to have a look at the other root crops. Obviously, we've got carrots, that's already in there, so not an issue. But yeah, it's just really the red beets and the parsnips. If they do, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more products going into it. At the minute, I don't think anything's coming out. That's the thing. So that would put it up to 15 product. No, hang on. What did I say? I think it's 10 in there at the minute. So that would, yeah, up it to about 15 to 16 products just coming out of that. And obviously that will be, yeah, pumping it out. That's for sure. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, the building itself is converted. I've just got to go, like I said, I've got to go through, sort out the pallets, and then get it in game, get it tested for the Dole factory, and see how we go with that, with the numbers as well. Oh, what fun, guys. It really is. It really is fun. The worst thing is, when the revamp mod comes out, guess what? I'm going to have to go through them all again, set them up for as a buildable, maybe. Set up palette visuals and all that joy, fun stuff. Let's see. Will I need to make a version of the Filipino factory for each PP Rivers and JD map? Most likely, if you want to have different products going into them. Obviously, JD does have additional products going onto his, which isn't on here. The only one that might be coming to this map is peanuts. So obviously we do have one room for one more crop, I believe it is, to come onto here. So yeah, so you're making it for rivers, okay? Yeah, obviously if you do, actually yeah, if you set up for this, it could technically be used over there as well, because a lot of the products that are on here are already over there. So yeah, you should be fine. Yes. That's going to be the next thing, maybe. It's crops. See, that keeps coming back to my mind as well. Is it would be kind of nice to have some more crops, but the biggest issue is farmland. This is one reason I really haven't gone in and spoken with like Mr. Dave about getting the limits broken, because yeah, to be honest, right now I'm struggling as it is just getting enough products to go into like the grain mill, for example. And obviously having to reduce the amount of fields I need for grains to make way for another crop is the big issue. Obviously, if we had the 16x map coming, which we could maybe one day have one, um, that would be a better option for having all these extra crops, because we'll have bigger fields and we won't really need to worry about it too much. But yeah. But yeah, that was another thing I was thinking about, is you could up the yield. So I know Dave did mention about that with, I think it was mainly the grapes and olives, where you'd have maybe a little bit less, it would output more. That may be something to look into. But yeah, obviously having a 4x size map, it's kinda hard. But yeah, I'm especially actually one of the big things I would tweak number wise is probably things like the rice, the long grain rice. That's for definite. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, maybe a 2.0. Obviously, that was the big aim anyway. There was going to be a 2.0 of this coming at some point, where we'd have hopefully the buildable factories. At that point, obviously, we'd have more crops with any luck. Obviously, thankfully, JD fans now being able to break that and add stuff in onto his Uncharted that could technically be added in. The biggest thing is obviously, would you want to do a restart or carry on with your save games? Obviously, JD has figured out how to convert your current save game to carry on with those crops. Obviously, I know it's a little bit of work. Um, it's just getting the time to do it. That's a problem. If everybody wanted to carry on with their current save games, yeah, that's where it could get a bit technical. And yeah, I don't want to go there personally. In all honesty, who would want to do a restart out of interest? Thinking about what you've currently got going on your current save game. If, for example, we did a 2.0 version that had additional crops, would you be willing to switch over to doing a restart? Or no? That's the thing. So Mr. Bodie says, I would. See, what if... Ooh, that's an idea. See, to switch it up, what we could always do is change the location of the starter farm to maybe somewhere else on the map. I don't know if that would work. There's not really anywhere. Maybe on the central island, and you have to sort of work with the really smaller stuff. That could work. I don't know. And the barge is a lot more. Just to get it off and onto the other stuff. Or make it PV Rivers alpaca style. It's just thoughts at the minute, yeah. But yeah, most of you wouldn't mind doing a restart? Okay. Well, that's good to know. Gonna restart anyway on your new PC? Ah, okay. You know, you could just transfer all your save game over, Bodine, don't you? whatever you got currently going on, you could just transfer that onto your new PC. I did that actually when I switched from my laptop to this PC when Mr. MP7 Reaper sent it over. I just copied it all over on a flash drive. So yeah. Oh jeez, is that the time already? Well, that's good to know that you don't mind doing a restart. That is the thing, all you guys. So it's something to think about for definite in the future. But yeah, obviously I want to see if I can add at least peanuts into this one before we go too far with having to force restarts and such. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, I just realised what the time is. It's gone at 8 o'clock. It's terrible. Jeez, it's getting dark as well. But yeah, I am going to call it there for today. I'm going to carry on doing this field myself. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Friday yet. Hopefully, I think February, March. Let's have a look. What we got coming up planting wise for March? Cotton, grapes. Potatoes. See, what I might do. Obviously, I'm in February now. This isn't going to take too much longer, so I'm probably going to end up just whizzing around, checking my animals, make sure that they're fine. But what I might do is miss out on March. So probably Friday I'll be into doing April, so it's going to be a lot of seeding. Oh yes. You have a lot of hours, but you could do a restart finished, really? Okay. It's an idea. It is one nice thing is, well, we're doing a restart. No, obviously I'm not big on restarts. This is one thing I'm going to say, just very quickly. I hate restarts. But saying that, from what I know now on how I've got my save game set up, I could tweak things a little bit sooner. So like, say for instance the farmyard, how it is now, I would set it up a lot different, that's for sure. I would definitely look into buying this little area by the not the BGA, what you call it, that area that had all those decorative trees. I've got my orchards and all that. I would look to focus on buying that first, get that cleared out, and start getting placeables there, rather than buy the main farm, stuff like that. So yeah, I would be up for a restart as well myself if we get that far. But anyway, yes, we're going to call it there for today, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much for coming out. Let me get over to the ending screen. I need to find someone to raid over to. So let me get to that screen. There we go. Big, huge thank. Actually, before anything, for anybody still watching and lurking over on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I will see you Friday, same time, same place. Until then, for those on YouTube anyway, have a great one. Bye for now.